impressive. It's pretty interesting how it was formed. It formed about 50,000 years ago, and it was just this large crack that formed from the magma chamber up to the surface that ended up filling with lava. As this lava oozed its way up through the crack. Some of that lava cooled inside of the crack, which allows it to cool much more slowly and gain a lot more structural integrity as those rocks are able to crystallize. So then when the mountain fell away, this was able to stay standing because all those layers that it had cracked its way up through had all cooled on the surface. They didn't have the same structural integrity. As it cools much more quickly, it forms lots of fractures and cracks all through it. Now, this is a really impressive perspective on the Devil's Backbone. There's no place up on the rim where you can really get an idea of how tall and slender this thing is. Just this bottom feature alone, this little shark fin shape down here at the bottom, is about 500 feet tall and only about 40 feet wide. And this volcanic dike actually extends 6 miles through the mountainside in that direction. Pretty massive. But as we're cruising along the shoreline here, you can look around, but you probably won't see any large mammals down here. We do have deer and elk and black bear here in the park, but they rarely, if ever, make their way down to the watershed over here. But from the perspective of a park ranger here at Lake National Park, this is kind of a nerve-wracking spot to be, because every so often, at least a few times this summer, there's a visitor up there on the West Coast Drive who will pull out in an overlook and kind of be fooled by the gentle slope up towards the top there, and this beautiful luminescent blue water down here that looks like it's just right there. And every so often someone's fooled into thinking they can just kind of wander right down to the water dead, in which case generally they'll either get stuck up on a cliff face up there and have to be rescued through a tactical rescue with ropes and harnesses and everything, or they're floated. Every so often they do make it to the water's edge, in which case you have to rescue them with one of our research boats, because there's no way for them to climb back up in order to, even to try. Extremely dangerous, extremely steep and unstable slope. And it seems like even the wildlife has figured out that there is only one safe way to make it down to the water's edge, the way we all came down, which is the trail. Just about every morning when I come down to new boat tours here, I see deer tracks on the trail. So I know they use the trail as well, and they use it to get down to the walk to the lake. So if you see anybody down there, definitely